Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life and Drawing podcast. This is episode 36, and let's get to it, right? So, in this episode, we're going to talk about Christmas. Very Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope you have a great time of celebration. Um, and I don't know if any of you are. I'm jumping. I'm jumping ahead. See, this is crazy. See, I have bullet points, and I need to stick to the bullet points. Otherwise, although I do like an organic experience, sometimes things get all you know meshed and mushed together, and yeah, and so I don't want that. So, first point, are you a fan of Christmas? And by that, I just simply mean, do you enjoy Christmas? Uh, and I guess for some folks that could be a complicated question outside of the relig- the religious uh, connotation and connection of Christmas. If we're just simply looking at the um, celebratory season and holiday, uh, even that still can be very complicated for many people, particularly if family life was in the greatest, and and so Christmas was a time of just happiness and laughter. May have been more a time of um, pain uh, and discomfort, and um, so just want to put that out there so that way uh, you would understand that I'm not coming about it just from a singular viewpoint, albeit I am expressing my viewpoint as far as I am a fan of Christmas. As a believer, I understand um, the religious connotation of it all, the great impact and meaning behind it, the Messiah being sent to earth in babe form um, to be the savior of all mankind who would accept him. Um, so yeah, so with that, for me again as a believer, that is the most important meaning of Christmas. And then the holiday celebration is really just extra. So I will be making another video, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be like in podcast form. It may just be a video. It'd probably just be a video on you know uh, the winter season. Um, but yeah, Christmas, man. I truly uh, enjoy the season. I, of course, enjoy the weather. Um, it's I don't know. It's just one of those holidays where uh, it just seems to um, personify family connection, or at least it should. And that's why I preface when I first started that this, in a sense, this first point, whether you're a fan or not, or no, are you a fan, can be very complicated for those who've had just terrible experiences during Christmas time. And so, but I mean, I've had great experiences. Growing up poor, I haven't. When I was young, I didn't think we got the best of presents, and it came to a point for me where it wasn't even so much about the presents anymore, more than it being about, hey, who's coming home for Christmas? I'm the youngest. All of my well, I was going to say something very Captain Obvious. Hell, I'll still say it. I was going to say all of my siblings are older. So, I don't know. That was a blonde moment. No offense, blondes. I mean, it's just a saying, but you got to be careful nowadays. Just what you say and how you say. I don't know what I'm doing. I think this was supposed to be a pine tree, but I I'm not liking where that's going. But yeah, man, and growing up, I always wanted for Christmas to have everyone home. I always thought, man, that would be such a great Christmas, just to have everyone present in the house, albeit that in itself creates a certain level of logistics. You just have one bathroom or even two, but then you have like 8 people inside the house. But yeah, I don't know. I just always fantasized about having just great big family gatherings for Christmas, and people sitting at the table, and and a few Christmases in my late teens. I think we had a small version of that, and so, but yeah, but then you grow older, and then certain political dynamics in the family occurs, and now I'm just like, I don't care so much to have a huge family gathering, unless of course it's gonna be harmony. But if there's and when I say harmony, not everyone needing to agree on any one thing, but just harmony as in just no bickering and backbiting and stuff like that. It's just just definitely don't want that and don't need that. And so but growing up, I always wanted it because I was always very enamored with just the whole festive season of Christmas. Cold weather, so you can go inside, and certain things you want to eat, hot chocolate, just the fragrances between, as you transition through Thanksgiving to Christmas, some of those fragrances, the pumpkin spices, and just I don't know, just the warm smells of spice and food to enjoy around Christmas time. Yeah, it's just always delightful to say the least. And so, second point, what are some of your greatest, or one of your greatest Christmas memories? You can feel free to uh, share if you want, or inside the comment section. One of mine, I was very young, and so I I recall it as an experience, but it's almost more like a dream, but a dream that I told a story of, like the very next morning. So that's how the memory is, because I couldn't really remember the person's face. Okay, so all that is to say, we were about 5 minutes from the church the kids went to. Like my parents, they went to their Creole speaking church, and then the kids, we went to another church, and so there was a Sunday school teacher, youth leader, uh, guy that dressed up as Santa Claus. I'm not a big Santa Claus fan, and sorry for the hate and stuff I may get for that, but anyway, I won't discuss it here. But anyway, dressed up as Santa Claus and delivered us gifts. Like he had the full Santa Claus outfit on, and I can't remember how old I was at that time. I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, I think. Um, but yeah, so that was just really cool. It was just, I mean, highly unexpected. But just one of those memories that I will just always remember. Uh, and so yeah, so that's one. Um, I'm trying to think of another one. It's so hard because as I got older, it just changes. Your perspective change. In the sense of not like. I mean, it's just like birthdays. When you're younger, like, oh, I'm so excited for a birthday. Gonna have a cake, and gonna have some gifts. And then as you get older, you're 14, 16, 17, 18. I guess for different folks, for everyone it's different. Because for me, I was just like, okay, I think at 15, I was like, okay, this is fine, and I don't need a big old celebration and all that, and that could be part of my introvertedness too as well. So, um, uh, that could be a big part of it. But yeah, I just wanted, as I grew older, it became more about, who's coming, who's gonna be here, just spending time with family, uh, because every holiday gets so commercialized, and for me, that's such a huge turn off, because then it's like folks just seeking gifts because hey, it's Christmas, and then certain things being ridiculously hiked hiked up on their prices, because it so happens to be, oh, it's Christmas. So this used to be $12.95. Now it's $50. Like what? So I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, memories. How did I get there? From memories. Man, that's a crazy tangent. Crazy segue. I don't know how I got there. But growing up, didn't really have much traditions. Just to say, because I spend most of my time in the Bahamas, which is a Caribbean country, and so we definitely didn't have snow. So for me, seeing snow for the first time in the month of December, that was really exciting. Remember early years in our marriage, growing upstate New York. See, one half of my wife's family yeah, that was really cool to see. Because you see it on movies all the time and commercials. White Christmas, snow, and stuff like that. So to experience it in person, for me, that was a memorable experience, indeed. And so, just give me a quick second. There'll be a quick break. It'll probably be edited out anyway, but I need to turn on the outside lights for my family. And I'm back. So yeah, where was I? Uh, yeah, Christmas memories, traditions. So in the Bahamas, yeah, we would eat. My mom, she would cook, and prepare dinner. Um, I'll do most of the preparations. Uh, the the night before, and I think, yeah, Chris, because in the Bahamas, I mean, now I'm sure it's slightly different, but when I grew up in the Bahamas, in the '80s and '90s, we didn't really celebrate Thanksgiving as much as it is celebrated here, in the U.S. and perhaps other places as well that I'm not aware of. Um, so turkey was eaten more on Christmas. So we would have turkey more so, during Christmas, and if it wasn't turkey, then it was just something else. But it would usually be, turkey prepared in some way, and I don't think it was the traditional way of just like oven bake. Sometimes my mom would just have like turkey drumsticks and stuff like that and prepare it. My mother was uh, an incredible, uh, I'll say chef, who's like cook and stuff like that, and but I guess I'll say cook, but she was really, chef level in her cooking, uh, abilities, her repertoire. Um, she she was amazing. So um, this will be the first Christmas, um, without my mom. Um, yeah, yeah. Uh, so yeah, so my mom would prepare, you know, most of the food and stuff the night before, and then just wake up really early, Christmas morning, just doing like last minute prep and stuff like that. Gifts will be opened, later in that day, so it's like, oh, I gotta wait, but and later in that day is probably saying, 11 o'clock or whatever, and then after well, you know what? I think we ate first and then we did gifts. Yeah, I think I don't know. Perhaps we mixed it up. Like, it's kind of hard to recall now. Um, but either way, that was part of the tradition. Food would be cooked, uh, we ate, and then we unwrapped gifts. Yeah, I think we ate first, and then we unwrapped gifts and stuff like that. Um, um, and so yeah, so that was just really cool, to have that, experience as well, just growing up. So that was just one of the traditions we did. Uh, what else was I gonna say? And then thirdly, you know what? I did not start the timer, so I don't even know, because this is all through QuickTime. So I don't. Anyway, I'll just talk until, there's nothing else left to talk about. So, one of the first points was, are you a fan of Christmas? Second was, what are some of your greatest Christmas memories or traditions? And the third one is, what are you guys doing for Christmas this year? Are you going anywhere? Are you visiting family? And then if you're visiting, are you visiting via a road trip? Or are you going to hop on an airplane? I haven't flown in like close to 7 years. Last time I flew, it was just when we were moving back to the U.S. from the Bahamas in 2014. And since that time, I haven't been on a plane. And before that time, I would travel like on average like twice a year. There was one point where I was traveling like almost like once a month or once every other month. It felt like, and that was pretty cool and exciting as well. And so, but yeah. But what we're doing, yeah, we're going upstate New York, and to see again the my wife's dad and stepmom, and they have yet to see our second born, and so I think that would be just very cool for them to get that experience, to see the little man. Yeah, that's like a 12-hour drive. So yeah, that's gonna be something. We've done before. I think we've done it like a total of maybe 3 times. And so yeah, so that's gonna be exciting for that. Be safe to you guys who will be, driving. Take your energy drinks. Make sure you're well sober. Not sober. You you definitely want to be sober, Michelle. No eggnogs before you drive. But no, I mean you meant to say you want to make sure that you're well alert while you're driving, and honestly, man, if you're getting tired, particularly if there's other people in the car, yeah, man, just ask someone to sub out. Because I've taken the risk of, I'm just going to push through, and there have been times where I've just blanked out and blanked back on, like in, and I'm like, man, how did I get here? Honestly, and it's just, I could say it jokingly now, but man, that was freaky, just for a few seconds to whiz by and not recall, gee, how did I get here? So I just started, hey, I'm getting tired, sleepy. I need like a power nap, and I'll have my wife just drive, and if we're going like family thing and someone else is gonna have to drive or whatever, so just do that. And then if you're driving by yourself, try to find, I know it's crazy times, but try to find a spot where you can take a power nap. You could find a rest spot, where there's so much more people, where you can take a power nap. That's important to do, man. That way, you're not putting your life in jeopardy, and you're certainly not putting somebody else's life in jeopardy. Because we know a lot of people on the road, If they're not going to work, people are traveling to visit, um, family and friends, and don't want their visits to not happen, or for them then to have a real negative, sorrowful memory um, of Christmas because of just poor judgment. So let's just be wise with uh, our judgment and with our driving. Just best that you get there late and safe to not get there at all. That's let's just be mindful of that, so that way we can all have a great Christmas experience, man. And so I think that's it for me today. So have a truly merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy it, and if you've haven't had the greatest Christmas experiences, I pray and hope that this one will turn the tide. Even if it may mean for you to take that action to change the typical trajectory of your Christmas holiday experiences, and to turn it into something that's joyful indeed, and not something where there's just hurt, but something where you experience more hope and peace, because that's what the really what the celebration of Christmas is all about, and what it's for. The hope for mankind, a new glorious hope, which is the Savior, the Messiah, Christ, the King. And so thank you all so much for taking the time to listen and to watch. You can support the whole movement, what I do, by visiting my Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Michelot There you can partner up and just see if you like the content that I'm creating. You can also view my Facebook artist page. It's facebook.com/Michelot Comics. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think I get a YouTube URL after hitting 1,000 subscribers, and so and then you can get all of my works at my website, which is michelololly.com. Instagram as well, at michelololly. But yeah, so thanks again, guys, for taking the time to listen to my Christmas content. Sorry if it was kind of everywhere, but I truly love Christmas. I enjoy it, everything that it's about, and I hope you and your family and friends truly have a very blessed Merry Christmas and a very engaging and interesting New Year as well. So Merry Christmas to you, and to all of you, have a good night, evening, morning, or afternoon. Grace and peace.